me and Tiesto did Tornado. That was a lot of fun working with Tice. And me and Diplo have something coming out later this year. I did a record with Chris Lake that at some point will come out. We still have to finish the song. Yeah, I mean Afrojack, we have more stuff coming out under Afroki. Anger Dimas, I've done a lot of records with him actually. He came on tour with me on the Dead Meat tour and we worked like literally every night. I love doing collabs because they're fun. You step outside of your own box to work with other people and you find a whole new place that you never thought you could go to by like testing all these new sounds and sharing banks and sharing production styles and writing something brand new. Yeah, I think it can also be a failure. It also can be a dud. I think more often than not it doesn't really work. But there's cases when it works, it's like groundbreaking. So when you try something new, you're always under that risk of like becoming a dud, and people assuming that new idea won't work in general. But when it works, then all of a sudden a lot of people jump aboard. For me, as I come from the rock background, so I like working with artists that I grew up listening to, and I have a lot of varied influences. Influenced by rock, hardcore, punk, hip hop, alternative, obviously dance music, all the subgenres of dance music. Like I take synth ideas from trance records, take bass patches from dubstep records. I primarily produce 4-on-the-floor electro kind of records, but obviously I've been expanding and produced a couple of dubstep records on my album, and actually bringing more halftime into my mixes. So like when I do like a 4-on-the-floor electro record, I'll make a halftime section that will become more of a dubstep, record. Well, my goal at that point was, to get my PhD, and essentially I didn't want to necessarily ultimately my goal wasn't to be a professor, but I would have to do that. I know that's part of what you do as your PhD, you have to teach. And I love the idea of sharing. I love sharing, especially when I'm doing any sort of research that I'm compelled with. Of course I want to share with as many people that are interested in that field. Mm-hmm. So my main thing was not necessarily teaching, because I'm not that great of an orator, but writing books. And that's the ultimate goal, is to write books on the research that I was interested in studying and focusing on and expanding, and just keep doing that thing. That was really where my head was going. I was like, if I could ultimately write books of research that I was interested in and people read and liked. It's the same thing with music for me. I want to write songs that I'm able to connect with all kinds of people from all around the world. With school and academia, that's an art of itself. To become a teacher and to do research and expand on brand new research on something that people are interested in, that's an art. It's kind of like a underrated art, but it is an art. Well, I have a couple restaurants. I have 2 in Los Angeles. Kitchen 24, which is a 24-hour diner in West Hollywood, and it's doing really well. We just opened, this year, over this year. And I have a restaurant called Ellie on Sunset Boulevard, which is doing amazing. And I just opened a small restaurant up in New York called Dudley's on Broome and Orchard. And so I have these small boutique restaurants. The idea with these things isn't to do chains or anything like that. It's just good food, great service, just the ambiance is right. My partners, I'm working with people that I want to work with. So yeah, I'm expanding here and there. Locally, I love LA, I love New York. Those are 2 cities that I really have been fun with. New York, I've been going back there since I've been a kid. My dad lived there, so I was always going to New York. And LA, I live there, and it's my home.
Yeah, that's good.
I travel a lot. The one place I haven't gone to is the Middle East.
I don't think a lot of artists have that.
And I definitely, when I go to all these different countries, I try to soak in as much culture. I try to eat as much food when I'm in all these different amazing places around the world. And I really, I've gained so much respect for so many different religions and so many different foods and cultures and people. And I find so much beauty in all these different worlds. And you know, it's like one place I haven't gone to, the Middle East, and I want to go. I want to eat as much Middle Eastern food as I possibly can. When I go, I want to soak in as much as I can.